Bitcoin came down to 25,400 to grab some liquidity. Right now the big question is, of course, is Bitcoin finally going to make the bounce that we have been talking about in the previous videos, or are we still going to see lower levels? Guys, in today's video I'm going to break the situation down on Bitcoin. We are going to have a look at the regular financial markets, we are going to have a look at the sentiment, and we are just checking what is the most probable outcome for Bitcoin right here in the shorter term time frame. And I can already tell you guys, I'm short term turning actually quite bullish. Okay, so first of all, before we are going to check Bitcoin in the shorter term time frame, let's have a look at this chart. This is the Bitcoin chart in a bigger ascending wedge or ascending channel right here, with the stablecoin dominance basically below us in also a ascending channel. And what we can see right here, and I showed this to you in the previous videos as well, Bitcoin has a inverse correlation with the stablecoin dominance. Why? Because the stablecoin dominance is measuring the dominance of the stablecoin, so the amount of liquidity that is in stablecoins in comparison to the rest of the crypto market. So the higher the dominance of stablecoins, the lower the price of Bitcoin, because the less liquidity is concentrated in Bitcoin. And the crazy thing with this chart is that we actually just bounced from support, and we did kind of have a breakout. But if we have a look at the Bitcoin chart, we might only get a drop eventually to these levels right here, which is the low of the channel at roughly, let me get my camera a little bit straight, at roughly 21,600. I think we will wick below that to at least fill the CME futures gap at 20,000 US dollars. But still, guys, if you look at it from a macro perspective, I think chances are very likely Bitcoin in September, at least in the coming weeks and months ahead, will get another dip, will get another low. September is generally known as the most bearish month. However, that low might only be till 20k and then fill the gap, and then we can continue this uptrend, and we might get a launch effect like we had in March 2020, where we just have a big shakeout into that 20k region. And let me check, guys, how much that is from the highs right here. So into the 20k region, that would be a 30% correction in a bull market. That is quite normal for Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin is doing that all the time in this bull market as well. Every time we are getting corrections right here of roughly 30%. That would still be in line with Bitcoin be bullish on a macro perspective, right? So this is just something I wanted to share you on a macro perspective. It looks like we most likely are going to go lower in the next coming weeks and months ahead, but it also most likely will provide us with a very unique buying opportunity. So guys, now let's have a look at Bitcoin in the shorter term time frame. We had this ascending triangle formation where we broke out to the downside, and we actually met the target of that formation. I shared that also yesterday in my live stream. We had the width of the triangle put at the point of breakout right here. Then you can see that we came down, we met the target, and right now we are coming back up. The price is trading back in that former support, former support right now, also again acting as support, trading above the 1 hour EMA ribbon. That is also some signs of strength, and the relative strength index is showing right now a little bit a more clearer bullish divergence, with a low in the price right here and another low in the price, a lower low basically, and in the relative strength index we have a higher low. It's still possible that we do come down. Of course, that is still possible if we have this uptrend in the relative strength index. So let me grab a nice line tool right here. If we do lose the uptrend in the relative strength index, yes, then that will also invalidate this bullish divergence. But so far it's actually looking quite nice, because Bitcoin came down. We have a big wick right here. On the 4 hour time frame, we also have a nice green candle, a bullish engulfing candle right here, and also a bullish divergence. So this is actually, for the shorter term time frame, is not looking that bad. Also the sentiment is quite bearish, right? And that also could indicate that we have a short term low. and that we just have a bounce in the shorter term time frame to fill the CME gap above us, which is right here. Here's the Bitcoin futures chart. So guys, when we have a look at the CME futures chart right here, we can also see that we have a clear bullish divergence with a lower low in the price, higher low in the relative strength index. We have a gap above us at 27.6k. So it would on the one hand make sense for Bitcoin to go up right here in the short term time frame to fill that gap, only maybe to later dump in the month of September, as September is the known to be the most bearish month for crypto and the regular financial markets. Also guys, when we have a look at the regular financial markets, which is highly correlated with Bitcoin, of course, we can see that we have a bearish divergence right here in the volatility index, and you guys know that when the volatility is going to come down, we actually get a little bit of a increase in the price. So we can also use this one with a support trend line. If we break the support in the VIX, most likely we will get a small bounce in the regular financial markets, which right now, as you can see, also is testing some horizontal form of resistance, right? Which could mean that we could get a short-term bounce right here, which would actually just strengthen the fact that we could do that also on Bitcoin. So what to watch with Bitcoin? Right now, bullish divergences, they actually mean nothing until we break some form of a resistance. I think the resistance right now is at 26,300, around this horizontal line right here. And if we can break that decisively, then we end up with a kind of a W formation. So guys, this would be a level that I'm watching. If we break that one to the upside, we get a nice bounce. And I think that bounce can actually be quite significant, maybe even to, roughly 27,000. So yeah, guys, this is what I'm expecting with Bitcoin in the shorter term time frame. If this scenario is getting invalidated because we lose that uptrend in the relative strength index, then we might first see another dip before we can potentially see that bounce. But I think things are lining up. The only thing that is in our way right now is breaking that resistance to the upside, which is of course very important, because divergences, either a bearish or bullish divergence, they don't mean nothing until some support or resistance is broken. Okay guys, that was it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, make sure to smash up that like button. Very much appreciated. If you want to stay connected with me during this bull market, make sure to subscribe down below. Guys, I want to wish every single one of you a beautiful day today, and I hope to see every single one of you in the next video.